We back. So we left off with recap. I know we already gone over before of some what makes a good student. I got here good grooming habits, adaptability, great customer service skills, stamina, dexterity, 4 pleasant personality, good listener. We got color, style, perception, creative, and then our last 2. And forgive me, I know ethically I shouldn't be holding no papers like that, but you know, we doing things, or we doing things against the grain.
Right,
man. That's what we doing. We doing it our way.
We doing it our way.
But the last 2 we had was knowledgeable of standards, meaning you know, staying up to speed of industry standards. Health procedures are extremely important in the climate that we in now, obviously with the COVID, Corona, and the monkeypox now, the time of this recording. But, you know, with that being said, though, I want to salute all schools, you know, professionals. You know, I think that, and this may just be a little bit me bragging a little bit, but I love to always point out that I feel like we was one of those industries, not comparing ourselves to, you know, the healthcare industry per se, but I think that we was definitely, you know, the beauty and wellness industry was one of those industries that was prepared for the adjustments that we had to make for, you know, because of different conditions out here, because we know we really promote or should be promoting sanitation in our schools and how important it is. And, you know, of course we had to make those adjustments like wearing masks and gloves and things of that nature, and put some partitions up. But we was creative. We was creative enough. And I think we was well prepared to handle those kind of scenarios because of how much we stress sanitation and, you know, in our shops and stuff. But so I think, definitely keeping up with the knowledgeable of the different standards, know your rules, know your laws. So
know your rules and laws, So know the rules and laws now. Yes, sir.
Because you might see a inspector come by.
There you go. There you go. The man coming every time.
Boy, scatter, boy. We'll do another episode now with some inspector stories. We'll do that one day. And then finally, another one that's should be number 1. That's kind of, I got 2 number 1s with this. First, customer service. But this one right here is really important.
Give it to me.
And y'all know there's going to be some people going to feel some kind of way.
Give it to me.
Passion for your career path.
Daddy.
You gotta have the passion.
Gotta have that passion.
There's a lot of cats out here hustling, man. Look, and don't get me wrong. I always gotta make sure I say it this way. I always gotta say it this way. Don't get me wrong. We all want to make some money. We believe in making some money. But when you don't have passion for something, not even just our industry, if you don't have passion for it, that's what causes you to half-ass stuff. So, and then that's where stuff like all the stuff we talked about, the sanitation, customer service, creativity, all that stuff goes out the window when you just hustling something because you don't have no passion for it. And here they put here whether a cosmetologist or barber is a lifelong dream or a new venture. You need passion for your craft and a vision of where you want your career to take you. And that's so if you don't have a passion for it, because I don't now, and this is a whole nother episode, but then because I don't fell in and out of love so many times with barbering. It's ridiculous. And I make sure I tell that to students. But I know it's still my passion. And you wouldn't fall in and out of love with something if you wasn't passionate about it. But I don't fell in and out of love with it plenty of times.
I fell in love with it, man, because I ain't know how to cook when I went to school. When I fell in love with it, that was it. I've been loving it ever since. But the only other thing that I fell in love with it better than that is instructing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still, I ain't never fell out of love with barbering. And instructor just became like a new love. Love.
And I guess it's not, I always like to be funny, but I say falling out of love, there's sometimes where
you be mad at your girlfriend.
You be mad now. You be mad sometimes because you didn't get, maybe, just, a lot of it comes from, and I guess we talk about, I guess we say for another episode.
That's another episode. That's life experiences and everything. That's another episode.
So, but that's the 10 that we had. Recap again. Recap. Good grooming this is 10 characteristics to make a successful cosmetology or barber student is good grooming habits, adaptability, great customer service, stamina and dexterity, pleasant personality, good listener, color and style perception, creative, knowledgeable of standards, and passion for your path.
All right.
I think they did a good job with that.
I think that's a good job.
They did a good job with that one. That was a good one. I mean, that's from on the flip side, on the school side, these are some things that definitely like to talk on. One thing I always like to make sure I put, I like to use the, during the information, I like to use the mnemonic of A Barber, and the A is a artistry. Okay. A sense of artistry, similar to what they mentioned here. Right. The first B was be able to deal with the public. Okay. Right, because somebody said they wanted a 3 on the side, you put a 2 on there, you got a problem. Okay. All right. Your next A wasn't sure I'm come on the floor right now. But I see you. But next A.
I see you now. I see you.
All right, best doubt I forgot that. You don't throw me off, man. You don't throw me off, man.
I see you.
What next? What next?
It was an A. It was on A.
The A was oh man, I don't forgot now.
You don't forget now? Hold on, man.
Because I changed it up.
Oh, you switched it up.
So I changed it up. And then the R was for reliability. I forgot what the A for right now. And then the E was for always continue to educate yourself. And then your next R was reliability.
Reliability.
Yeah.
Man, what was that A, man? I made you forget that A.
Maybe forget the A, man. Maybe forget the A, but I'll get you next time.
We'll get them next time.
So with that being said, so we just switched to talk about what makes a good student, and we're going to close out on, I think would be kind of fun.
Right.
Was what would this is, I know it's made popular for years now. You have a lot of celebrities and people writing letters to themselves and stuff like that. Right. So I thought it was kind of cool. So we have this part here. It's going to be, what would you tell the student you? What would you tell yourself?
Man, one of the things I put down, I said, I would tell myself, look, man, it's this thing called social media coming out. So please make sure you enlighten yourself with that. Because that was big. Like, I didn't, if I would have known how social media was going to impact our barbering, just life in general.
And the profession as well.
I think people call me old school, they want to, but I'm not, I'll be on social media, I'm keeping up with the times, but I'm not like active or into it like most of the younger people, the younger generation is. Because
like me, I'm outside. Virtually,
baby. I'm out here. So that's one thing I would have told myself, and like just be on the wave, be on the lookout for social media, and learn how to
adapt, navigate it, and try to monetize on it. Try catching it early.
You gotta try to catch it early. Yes. Because it started coming out like right after I got out of school, but I won't own it. But so that's one thing that I said. I would tell myself, the schedule more appointments so I can control my time better. Like I know you got to beat the streets and be there all the time when you're first getting out of school. But once I started gaining those clients as clients, I would have started doing more appointments so I can be able to handle my time, my schedule, control of my schedule, control of my time better.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And doing stuff like offer more barber services to build my ticket, like facials. Like little quick facials that I could have did when I first started out. I wasn't offering them. I just really wanted to cut and stuff like that.
I was guilty for that too. Just always my mind was cut.
That's what it was. And then those are some of the things I would have told myself when I was a kid. I mean, not as a kid, but
first starting out
barbering.
Mine was kind of the same thing, but I had two big ones. For me, kind of piggyback on what you just said, was definitely one of them been learn it all. But I would tell myself, learn it all, because you're gonna eventually need it. And don't box yourself in. I like to think that I did pretty good at doing outside the box of certain things.
I think you have to. Big fundamentals, Mr. Research. Yes.
But I would say look, learn it all. That's what it's I say learn it all.
Okay.
Because you eventually need it and more. Because I said I wish there's some things I've kind of wish I would have paid more attention to while I was in school, but I wound up needing it later because I had to wind up wanting to teach. Yeah. And so it came back and haunted me. So when we try to tell y'all, it came back and haunted me. Salute to Mr. Mac, my instructor said, he said, y'all gonna pay for this. Y'all gonna regret you ain't paying attention now. It was like 10 years later, he's the first person that came to my mind, like, boy, he done said it when I was thinking about trying to, you know, become an instructor and all that. And then another one was, don't worry, you're gonna get better. Because when I started, I was like you, I didn't have any cutting experience. And so if I would tell myself, like, no, don't worry, you'll get better. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Something else that, with that being said, a funny story with that is that I remember I had a classmate who was one of the advanced students. You know, we had the whole, you know, open enrollment. So it was mixed with the advanced and new students and everything. And I remember he told me, I was like, man, it was probably my first couple of weeks, or maybe the first week, really. And I was like, man, I was trying to call myself, you know, having a sentimental moment, trying to, you know, then I'll go to one of the advanced cats, and it's like, yeah, man, you know, I mean, he was a hard head, but I still try to, you know, call myself being cool with him, like, you know, man, thought I'm opening up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being vulnerable, as they say. I taught myself being vulnerable. Right. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of nervous on this cutting thing, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I made the right decision. And he kind of looked me up and down and said, man, you can't get worse, man. You only get better, man. Walked off. He said, keep cutting.
Which is the truth.
He said, keep cutting. And that is, you know, as blunt as that was, that's actually what I needed. And it was kind of battery in my back, and I ran with that, and I share that with students as well. But you know, keep cutting. Keep cutting.
You can't do nothing but get better.
You only can do it, but get better. It walked off. He's like, I ain't got time to hear that, man. Keep cutting, man. And I was like, yeah, I guess he's right. You know what I'm saying?
He's right. He's right.
But there you have it. That is it.
That's it for us right there. Just make sure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified now.
Exactly. So remember, keep always learning, keep refreshed, and keep growing. So we'll see y'all in the next one. We appreciate y'all. Y'all take care of yourselves.
Stay up.